And we are live. Well,
Live.
live recording.
Live recording.
We have the red light on. So we are week.
This is
Crap.
looking back at week 8.
Okay, it is okay.
Looking
Week
forward
8
to
going
week
into week 9.
9.
Awesome. Maybe we should do like some quick react little like shorties like on Sunday, like when both teams have played or something like that. Obviously, this next week's gonna suck because the Vikings play Sunday night. So why'd they flex us into Sunday night against the Colts? I think whoever they didn't want was it Jacksonville on. But
I'm not sure who was in the spot before you guys.
the Packers and Lions game was probably locked by Fox, I assume. Because like, yeah, you're not touching this one. I mean that's my
Which I'm okay with because,
guesstimation.
I work for a living, so.
Right. I mean, you
Sunday
much
night,
work.
I
You work
usually
much
get about
earlier.
half of that game, and then I gotta
Yeah,
peace out. So
you work much earlier for a living than I do on Mondays. So there's that. Although I'm working my way.
even
into
your
starting.
game on Thursday, I had to rewatch because I didn't watch it at all. On
Right.
Thursday.
I must confess, I did not watch the whole game. Your whole game.
Oh, our whole game. Okay.
I
I was like, wait a minute, you didn't watch the whole Vikings game?
Oh
Did you
no, I
rage
stayed
quit
up
or
with that.
what?
No. I mean, after the clock went to 0, I rage quit. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about your game first.
Yeah, you're wearing the hoodie of shame over
I
there.
am. I'm not as shameful today because I felt that we played well. Not good enough to win, obviously.
You thought you
I'm
played
not.
well?
Huh?
I mean, offense. I mean,
How
you
many?
had-
How many interceptions did Darnold throw?
There's that.
0.
Yeah.
So that's
There's that.
optimistic for me.
Okay.
And
you
although
guys
I'm noticing
did
a trend.
You did get a interception of the Rams as well. Stafford
Yes.
threw one. Yep.
Yes, Stafford threw 1. Should have thrown 2. If crap, I forget the dude's name.
Even though you guys didn't do anything with it.
He should have turned around and, whatever. It was.
Oh, that's right. We
there-
were talking about my game first.
We're talking about your game. Why are you trying to take over? No. So apparently Jordan Love sucks and got benched. So
He has issues with his lady parts, I think.
his mangina is very much disrupted right now. And
I'm seeing a trend with him that's a little disturbing, and I don't really understand it.
Injuries?
Warm weather games. Brazil and Jacksonville.
Oh.
I
Well,
wonder if that's a thing.
maybe. Well, it could be cramping. And warmer stuff does that, and maybe he just.
That's what it looked like in Brazil before he went out.
Right. Yeah, that was because they were massaging his legs and the typical deal with that. Where did he go to college again? I suck at
California,
remembering.
I believe. No, Utah. He's from California. He went to Utah.
From California, went to school in Utah. Which Utah, I'm guessing Salt Lake City area football season is not that warm.
I would assume. Yeah.
It can get warm because it's a freaking desert, but we should know
just
we've been
because
there.
You're born in an area doesn't mean you really thrive in that either.
Well, no, but he's born in California,
Right.
but like he played in his college there. Obviously, he played in high school in California, but anyways, that's interesting. We'll see wintertime, see what happens.
Yep.
Now, if that's the case, and somehow the
it is strange for me as a Packer fan because honestly, when he went down, I really wasn't concerned.
Yeah, that
I'm
is
like,
strange.
Malik,
Right.
I don't know what to say. I
He,
think Malik is doing pretty good for being the backup.
So are we talking quarterback controversy?
The Packers like to challenge him. Doesn't matter your position.
Does that mean that this huge contract they gave him is all for naught? Malik's gonna be starting the rest of the way. Let's go.
Let's hope not. I hope he figures out whatever his issue is. Funny. I need one of those.
The go back. I need to get one. I find a good one. I also want to find the the skull, and then the gallows horn. Whatever. Anyways, we'll get that figured out. Well, as we progress, obviously, I still have my main YouTube stuff that I focus mostly on, but got a Beagle visitor, huh?
Oh yeah, he's got to get in there.
Yeah. Well, you got home late again, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna have it too long because my audio seems to be getting a little wonky for whatever reason. But anyway, so let's see this one right here. So looking at your game,
Yep.
Well, I heard it was the last second field goal to win.
Right. Which I was
Which
actually
is quite funny considering
I was yelling at the TV.
you were yelling.
Because, well, they burned the last minute of the game to kick that field goal.
Oh, when they could have been going for a touchdown.
Yeah, if they would have missed that field goal.
But here's the thing.
But we have a kicker now, right?
So right. But see, here's the thing. You don't have years upon years of bad kicker in key moments. PTSD.
Yeah. I suppose there's that, but I still was not liking it.
So I'm surprised
I was not liking it.
that you were anxious and not too excited about them going playing for the kick versus going for a touchdown.
Why wait till the last 2 seconds, burning the last minute, and not go for the gold.
Right. I mean, coaches think that they know their kickers, and other than Zimmer, but sorry, had to do that little crack in there. 170. How much of that rushing was Willis? Like half, 100 of it.
Yeah, probably. I actually don't have the stats in front of me here, unfortunately. Willis, no.
Oh wow, 127 from a 5.1. Congratulations!
Yeah.
6 weeks. Wait, 8 weeks in.
That's a league. That's a season high.
Yeah, that's decent. You definitely. Yep. I did look the ball control, obviously from rushing, but yeah, that's what you got to do when you don't got superstar quarterback out there. But a guy that just kind of get you by.
Yeah.
So that is that.
I was not impressed this week. Obviously, you don't like to only beat a team like the Jaguars by 3 points in the last second field goal.
Yeah, I mean, Bear fans are going to be all on board with this, considering they destroyed Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Which that might make that competition more interesting, but we'll get into the this week's stuff in a little bit here.
Then again, the Bears also lost their first real test as well.
So. Yeah, but there's a lot of but there. Obviously, you take away the score here, it looks pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that it really was a one-score game until
I was just flabbergasted that you guys, both teams went down and scored the first 2 drives.
Right.
And then it was like nothing
Yeah.
until late in the third quarter. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was just
what the heck?
back and forth. Like, well, we know what happens the first 15 plays of a game, right?
Right.
We get the old scripted plays in there, and let's be honest, KOC and I forget McVay. There we go. Wow, they're basically right there.
Yeah.
They coached together, and they it was really interesting how they call KOC the taller McVay, so literally. So, but I they need to kick that crew off of primetime games, in my opinion. No, like I I'm not. I just I've had experience with that crew before, and that time we beat them, but that was the all-time record largest comeback against the Colts deal, and that's a game where
I think
Jefferson's
if
head
you
got
create more than 2 field goals in the, second half.
no conveniently. I don't even want to go down this road because it's a bad road to go down. Have a precedence, but conveniently, when we did stop them many times on third down, there was not say phantom pass interference, but it was very ticky tacky. You call that, but then you don't call the egregious face mask at the end there, and
I hate to say it. Yeah, the face mask was obviously egregious. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
I
But
mean,
does it really impact that much?
that play alone, we don't know.
There was 2 other defenders right there.
Yeah,
He wasn't getting out of there.
I understand that, but it's about player safety, not. No, don't. Does it impact the game per se at that situation? Like, is it gonna be a situation where let's see. Sorry, I want to pull this up.
This beagle just has to get into the shot. You realize that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. I'm presenting a little thing that this came across the Facebook today. And so I had to share it. Says referee blah 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 question why there was no face mask penalty.
I did see that. Yep.
Okay. Also Trey Blake.
Right. And there's no
Clearly,
doubt that
and there's him right there. That's
it should have been called.
And he tried to say,
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It should have been called.
Yeah.
However, I don't think that it has that much to do with the outcome of that game.
Right. Well, okay. We should have done better earlier.
Yeah, you had that one play in the third quarter where you're on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. And you froze. That's a good shot of him. Oh, that was not.
We back?
I don't know. I was here the whole time. I don't know what it recorded.
Right. But, well, we'll see. I stopped talking at that point. But, okay.
I was looking at like a couple of different portraits of you, and one of them was good, and then the second one really wasn't. So,
so no, what I was getting at, we'll see. Ooh, excuse me. That is terrible podcast material right there. Anyways, so should the
Can I
Vikings have
help
done?
you?
We were talking about. Oh yeah, earlier they were something in goal, right? Third and goal. Ended up having to go for a field goal, but
First
there
and
was
goal.
no. There was another situation.
Oh,
There was another situation. It was. We ended up getting a field goal that drive.
I was talking about in the third quarter when you guys did that good pass play and you were like on the 5 yard line, first and goal,
Mhm.
and you couldn't get a touchdown.
Oh, right. Yeah. So third down, Darnold scrambles up, steps up through the pocket, and then looks like he has the option to run or pass at that point, and he ends up throwing it to I forget the guy's name. Oh, not neighbors. Crap. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, there's our third wide receiver, and he just drops it. It would have been an easy walking touchdown, and that's why it's like, don't put this on Darnold. He did what he needed to do. The guy just couldn't catch it, and how many opportunities he run out. So, but hey, our field goal kicker's doing great. He's still everything for everything, or hasn't missed yet. So,
Yeah. Knock on
hopefully,
wood, grain, plastic.
hopefully they do. Well, it's actually it's the
That's
the
my
compressed.
saying in the truck because I have wood grain plastic in the truck.
Yeah, right. No, so anyways, kicker's doing great, all that fun stuff. We need to execute on some of these plays. Is all it comes down to on the offense. But I'm just saying, whether or not we should have one or could have one or any of that, I'm just saying, don't. That's a horrible look, and that's a whatever. Like, you can't let that go. Because chances are, like, yeah, you're first and 10 because of the 15-yard penalty at like the 18 or something like that. You still have, you know, I think it was like a minute 40 left at that point. And so it's not like there wasn't enough time or whatever. Am I saying we're gonna win? Probably not. But in the same scenario, you gotta let that go. You gotta throw that flag because it's player safety, and I don't know. It's dumb.
There was a lot of controversy of refs this week.
Yeah, right. They
Even
really
the
need to make them full time guys. That's what they
yeah.
need. They need to have full time guys because literally they work regular jobs and then they come and do the thing
It makes
and
me wonder if they're ever going to do like a um, review system or something for
face
penalties.
mask. Well, I mean they
Penalties.
have, yeah, right. Um, they're expecting, they have a review, I think, system for I want to say the drop tackle, like the hip drop tackle. I'm not 100% certain on that one or not. I could be wrong, but anyways, like I don't know. That's a clear and obvious. Like, hey, his hand was in the face mask. It's either it wasn't or not. Like, that's an easy one to do a review if they allow it to be reviewed.
Right.
You know. Now, obviously, there's some where it's like very subjective, like pass interference. Like, okay, if they're both battling, like, yeah, he hit him, but the other guy grabbed and pushed off as well. So that's like one of those. I don't think that one's ever going to be on the docket, but clear, pulling the face mask, going after the quarterback's knees, like, there's certain things where you're like, okay, obvious, you know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah. I think they are going to expand it, but again, I think they really need to pay refs to be refs, and
Yeah. So,
so
how do those standings look now?
we both have the same amount of losses, and we currently hold the tiebreaker against you. So, and
Yep.
plus you're playing Detroit this week, so let's be honest, we might as well just put up an L for you guys there.
hoping we can pull that one off.
Is Love playing?
I don't think so. I think he's going to be out this week. And I think Jair Alexander might be questionable as well. I'd have to look that one up.
If he's out, that's gonna be hard to watch. I mean, I'll do it because it's a nooner, right?
It is a nooner. Yep. And you know that I will be watching it 100%.
I will watch most of it. I have something going on at 4, but yeah, I'll definitely.
I'm hoping for the win category.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I really think unless there's something egregious happens in Detroit, like injury. I'm not wishing for an injury, guys. Pay attention. I'm just saying, unless something like weird happens, I think Detroit is gonna go ahead and steal the division again. As much as it pains me to say that. Unless the Vikings defense can come around, unless Love can stay healthy and not throw, more than 2 picks a game. Obviously he didn't this time because he didn't play the whole game, but I mean, so I
definitely think that Love has regressed a little bit this year, and it'd be nice to see him go back to the form that he was at the end of last year.
Yeah.
But, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I like when the Packers peak at the right time.
Right.
The right time would be
soon.
Now.
Very, very soon, because we're getting over.
If they could find a way to pull off this week, that would be the start of something.
Well, and sadly, I am kind of cheering for you this week.
Oh, I figure you would be.
Because we need to get some division losses on Detroit.
As far as the standings go, you're hoping Detroit loses.
Yeah, because we already went over this last week, but the schedule is getting more favorable for the Vikings. Now, I'm not saying, like, we talked about that last week, and I said, the Rams would. Nobody saw both Puka and Cup getting back healthy for this game, because that.
The thing is, I don't think that even made that much of a difference.
I mean, it did. They were the people that were getting the catches,
Yeah.
And the Vikings have shown that they can stop one stud wide receiver, but if you have 2 of them, then that's a problem.
I think the Vikings' problem this week was on offense.
Probably. Not. I mean, you turn a couple of those field goals into touchdowns, and boom, there you go. I mean, the offense didn't look bad, but it didn't look killer instinct, and that's what you kind of need, especially come playoff time. So.
Yep. We're over halfway through the season.
Almost. Because we're at 8 games now. Well, you guys.
8, and there's 17.
17. So 9 games. 9 games. Like before, it'll be under half, and then afterwards, it'll be over half. There's not like a.
But we're halfway through the season.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll go with that.
And yeah, it's time for teams to,
Yeah. Halfway through, I'd would definitely tolerate if we were able to duplicate our first half.
Of course you would.
10-4. Wait, no, the 10-4 doesn't work. The math doesn't math. Because we're a game behind now. Because I think you guys are the only ones that haven't had a bye week yet.
Correct.
So
our bye week is after the Lions, I believe.
Okay. Well, so I know this is a stupid thing, but Lions fans keep on talking about anybody that plays them, basically getting 2 losses, because if they beat them, then the next week, everybody they played, they lost the next game. Even if they beat the Lions, they still got worn down because.
How does that work with a bye week?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Because I think after the bye, don't we play the Bears?
Probably. Which it's less of a gimme, but until the Bears beat you guys, it's really hard to say otherwise. You know,
right.
prove
And
it.
I think the Lions have a streak in Lambeau right now.
They've won. They beat you guys last time.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. They have a streak right now at Lambeau.
Yeah, that's another difficult thing to be looking at.
So I'm hoping that
you're hoping to break some of these streaks.
Yep.
I do not blame you. I
sure
like I said,
am.
sadly I'm a Lions fan this week, but you know maybe I'll just beat up on each other. And
Yeah.
just
Last year we split
Packers
the
fan.
Lions.
That's it.
Last year we split them. We
beat them
in
a way,
at
right?
Their house. Yep.
You beat them there because Love can't play outside. Got it.
Yep. But
I mean, you beat us at our place last year.
The last
indoors.
2 times. The last 2 times they've been at Lambeau, they've won.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the time before that, it was because dumbass didn't want to actually be there. So. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I hope you squeak one out, and then but both of you guys beat up on each other. It'll be fun.
No injuries.
I mean, you're already holding out the 2 main people that would get injured. So
yeah, I don't know if Jair's going or not. I think he's questionable.
So. Yeah, you know, for talking a lot of smack, he doesn't play a whole lot.
Yeah, I think he gets in his head a lot more than he should.
Yeah. Yep.
And
like, man,
that's a problem.
I do a thing and a thing. So. Oh well.
So, who do you have coming up?
We play home against the Colts Sunday night.
At home against
the Colts. Here's the caveat.
Well, that's a easy win.
No, it's not. Because Flacco is
that's what I'm hoping for you to think.
Joe Flacco is playing, so that worries me because basically almost chalk up a loss every single time we play a backup quarterback. Like in our history. So.
Yeah. So there's a streak that you want to reverse as well, hey?
I would love to reverse that, and it's also a primetime game. And yes, our last primetime game we lost, and with the whole Cousins, bad primetime quarterback, our team was a beneficiary of a lot of those deals. But he did win a lot towards the end, so I kind of think that scenario was just that fact that we didn't have good defenses, and I don't know. We'll see. It's prime time. It's Colts. I'm sure they put Colts on prime time with us just because anytime we play, it's a wild game. So,
yeah.
Even dating back to the Manning versus Culpepper days, that was a crazy game too. I think that was like maybe not all-time highest scoring primetime game, but it was very high. That was the Manning record-breaking touchdown season. And had Manning not done that, Culpepper was having a pretty daggum season in his own right. So
I will be a Colts fan on Sunday night.
Of course you will. Can't you give me one? I'm kind of being a Packer fan this week. Kind of.
Why would I do that?
Give one and I give one, you give one. It's kind of a.
I rooted for you against the Lions. You're welcome.
Come on, man.
And how did that work out?
Yeah, it worked out excellent. So, yeah, don't cheer for us, please. Anytime you don't, we win.
You're welcome. Well, I didn't cheer for you this week, so.
Well, you didn't not cheer for us, though.
Yeah, I honestly.
You had no skin in the game.
Thursday, I was so dead
tired.
to the world on Thursday night.
Yes.
I didn't do it.
Did you get up at like 1 a.m. or something like that?
Thursday. Let's see.
The invasion.
Back. I did not do the invasion on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I still got back at like 8:00 at night.
Rough. Yeah. Shoot, the game was halfway over by that time.
Yeah, and I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. All right, so close one. It's gonna be all entertaining things involved, and it's gonna be interesting when we get all these divisional games going and see where everybody ends up, because Detroit can't win all these, you know.
Right. So predictions.
I want to say you cover. Whatever. I don't know what the number is. I assume that you're not.
I'm going to say we win by a field goal.
Yeah.
At the last second.
Okay. And then Vikings, Colts. Maybe this might just be me trying to reverse psychology the Vikings into a win, but I think we lose by field goal.
Matsy is predicting a loss.
See, I'm not homer all the time. It's the backup quarterback thing. It's you look up the history of the Minnesota Vikings playing backup quarterbacks, especially when it's a backup quarterback who has started in the past. Yep. You know, I don't know. It's interesting. It'll be wildly entertaining, I'm sure. And you'll hear Chris Collinsworth, basically talk about both quarterbacks, how great they are. They do.
I will probably watch at least half of it live.
Right.
And then I'll catch the other half on NFL Plus.
I mean, we don't do stuff. We don't talk till Tuesdays, so
Yep.
And so yeah. Anyways, guys, you don't know, we actually decided to not talk to each other essentially until tonight, just to not use up all our good material. And
I believe it's more entertaining if it's the first time we've talked about things.
Yes, yes, this is accurate. So yeah,
but
anyways, but one thing we do know,
the
Bears still suck.
Bears still suck.
That Hail Mary, like, come on, man. I can't even. I just no. Just no.